So I have realized that the best motovlog setup, well, sound as far as motovlog setup that I've ever had out of a helmet was with a Simpson helmet. So I ended up picking up the Simpson that I showed in a previous video that I was thinking about getting because they had an amazing deal on it. So why not pick up a fifth helmet? This is my AGV right here, and I'm actually about to take this Cena off, transfer it over to the Simpson helmet, and I'm gonna put a Cardo on here because the Simpson will probably be my main riding helmet, my main motovlog helmet, and I prefer to have a Cena because it's got some features that my Cardo doesn't. So let's set up this helmet. All right, so the first step is this is literally held on with just some double-sided sticky tape, and it's usually really hard to get off. So I'm gonna try, usually if you twist, you can get it off. You gotta twist and pull. So let's see if we can get that off of there. You know, just take your time. You don't want to mess anything up. There we go. Got it off. And then I'm going to get this stuff off right here. All right, I'll get the rest of that off in a sec. Then I've got to pull this out to get the Cena fully out. There we go. I had actually cut a little notch right here for my cable to go through. All right, so there's the Cena. I had to do that off camera because I needed to sit the helmet in my lap. And I will be setting this helmet back up fully later. All right, so first I'm gonna remove all of this because I gotta put some new 3M on here. Came off perfect, smooth like brand new. I picked up the new speakers that's gonna give it a little bit more sound. Got some Velcro for the helmet, some 3M, a new mount for the front of the helmet. I went with Ryda this time because it's a lower profile than chin mounts. It actually came with a mount as well. I've got a new mic because I'm leaving my current mic in my AGV, and I got the dark smoke shield, which I'll be setting up later because I got to put my finishing touches on that. All right, so let's slide this to the side so we can get the helmet out of the box. Okay. There is the helmet. I actually think it looks pretty good. Let me know what y'all think. I love the profile of the Simpson helmet. It's one of my favorite helmet profiles. I do like the way the Ruroc profile looks as well, but I just don't like the quality of the Ruroc helmets. I got a Dyna now, so you gotta have a Dyna Bro helmet. All right, the hardest part is figuring out where on this side to mount the Cena because of this piece that lets your drop down sun visor operate. Let's figure that out first. I don't like it way back there. It'll cover my vents and I won't be able to actuate it. And right here, it's really big and too forward. That's a perfect spot for it actually. But then I'll have this wire hanging, which I don't like. All right, let's figure this out. Okay, so it's not going to be in an ideal spot. I'm actually going to just put it right here behind the actuator, which puts it further to the back of my head, but hopefully I can still reach all my buttons and controls. I'm hoping. But yeah, that's like literally the only spot I can see that would make any sense besides right there, which I feel like is too high, destroys the look of the helmet, and I'll have this cord hanging. So let me get some 3M on here and get that stuck there, and then we'll run some wires. Here's the new speakers I'll be using. They actually look exactly the same as these. They feel a little bit thicker, but for the most part, they look exactly the same. I hope they sound better. So I'm gonna disconnect the old ones, right? Got two fresh speakers here. So I got some new double-sided sticky tape on here. What I'm gonna do now is check out the inside of the helmet to see where I'm gonna place everything before sticking this to it. If you have access to a helmet donut, it's best bet to use one. So let's see here. Okay, so I know it's going on this side, but to be fair, I'm probably gonna have to undo almost everything inside this helmet, A smart thing to do would be check the fitment first. Let's make sure this helmet even fits right, because I have not even put it on my head yet. Good fit, good fit. I love Simpson helmets. They're extremely lightweight and they're high quality too. All right, let's unsnap the inside. You can see the inside. Got the speaker pockets right there. So that's where I'm gonna put the Cena. As far as how am I gonna run the cord through? So if this is gonna be closer towards the back, I have to run in right about there. Put that there. All right, so I finally got it kind of where I want it. Next step is to run these wires. The short ones, I'm gonna go to my speaker on this side, but first I gotta put the speaker Velcros in there, which I had some in here, but these little pieces. You're gonna wanna wipe your surface with the alcohol, and I'm putting the Cena in before I put my mic in. You can see how I'm gonna place it right there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat this up first. I got this heater down here burning my leg. All right, it's quite hot now. This is extremely sticky stuff. That should be good. I can see it right there. Plug the speaker in. That should be good for that side. And my mic's going on this side too. But I'm gonna run that lastly. So let's run this wire here through the helmet to get it to the other side. And you just loosen this up back here. I actually try to hide some of these wires up through there too. I know this one's gonna need to go towards the front. Just bring that around and let's tuck as much of it as I can down there. Actually, hold up, I see a channel. That channel runs way better. I'm bringing it there. I think I got more cushion in the back. Great job bothering me in mid-install. Yep, he started interrupting me in the middle of recording, y'all.
That's what I do best. I interrupt Curtis.
All right, so I got the wire in to the other side, and I am going to put the speaker over here. See my speaker pocket in there? Got another thingy I need to heat up. Got it all warm. Let's see which way am I gonna place it. I'm thinking, all right, let's unback this joker. These things sticky as hell too. Not perfect, but it works for me. Plug in my second speaker. There we go. Probably should have made sure these worked. That'll suck if they don't. There we go. Got the speaker placed, and now I'm gonna hide the wires. I'm gonna have to do this in my lap. Okay, so I got speakers in. My mic's gonna actually go inside this cheek pad. This mic, it works really good. Let me show y'all this mic real quick. It works extremely good because it's very low sensitivity. The only issue with it is the cord is thin as all get out. Like, I'm not gonna need the clip. And the gel pad, I'll eat that later. And manual, who cares? All right, so it comes on this little flexi stick. It's an extremely small microphone too, as you can see. But this cord is thin as what? So that's the only issue I'll be having with it. So where, at least in a Simpson helmet, where I mount the mic is kind of inside. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hold up. So in this Simpson helmet, where I mount the mic is inside the cheek pad because it gives it extra wind protection. So I'm gonna get that mounted in, and then I'm gonna hide the wires. I know it's gonna be in the cheek pad, but I always want more wind protection than less. So make sure you put a dead cat on there. And I actually put my dead cats right over my wind puff thing majiggity. This dead cat's kind of extra fluffy, so it might be challenging getting it in there, but let me get it in the helmet. I completely removed the cheek pad because it makes it easier. I'm gonna run it through here and then bring it out like right around there. This is probably the hardest part of this setup. And you don't have to do it this way. You could just put it behind the cheek pad. I just like it in the cheek pad. It just sounds clearer in my opinion. It reduces more of the wind noise. It is a hassle to do though, as you can see here. And then you got to get it pointed right once it gets up here. That's the struggle because you don't have a slot to get your finger in there. Unless you got some really long ass fingers. like some Shaq fingers or some shit. Shaquille O'Neal fingers, boy. Call them donkey fingers. That don't even make sense. Why would they be called donkey fingers? Donkey's fingers are probably really small. Yep, I'm pretty sure they are. Okay, got it in there. It's just a little bit of excess fuzzy hanging out, which is really gonna bother me. It shouldn't, but there. That's how I get it inside the cheek pad, and then I can actually stuff some of the wire and hide it in there and run this down the cheek pad and out. I'm not sure if y'all can see that, but I tucked the excess wire down here in the cheek pad because it has the most cushion, and I feel like that's the least spot that I'll feel it on my face, which I'll check it once I get the helmet back on. So I've done everything except put on the front mount, which is right here, made by Ryda. I will drop a link to this mount in the description below. There's two companies who really make these mounts that are made to fit your helmets, which is Ryda as well as chin mounts. I love chin mounts, I really do. I have a chin mount, I've had it on multiple helmets, but the Ryda has a lower profile. So I wanted to go with this one for this helmet because it keeps it a very low profile. And all I'm gonna do with this is mount that right there up front, and then we should be all set. So I'm gonna heat this up, get this centered, get that mounted on there, and put all my graphics on the helmet that I want on it. And then I will show y'all the finished results in a couple seconds for you, maybe a day or two for me. Okay, so I finally got the helmet set up, but I just heard some thunder. So, yeah, let's get out of here. It's supposed to be a really bad storm / tornado type warning thing happening around here. And it looks like it's coming from that way. That's the way I'm gonna have to go eventually, but there's a lot of traffic that way right now. So we're gonna take a different route. So as you can see, I got the helmet all set up. I've always loved the look of these Simpson helmets. I've had it set up for like a week now. It just wasn't the way I wanted it, but now I think I got it right. The only thing with these Simpson helmets is I'm kind of noticing they must have did something different. It's definitely different than my original Simpson that I had. The shell seems like it's bigger, and it feels like it's a little louder, but it may not be. That may just be how it always was. It might just feel louder to me because I've been riding in different helmets. Since I've had my Simpson, I've had a Bell Eliminator. I had a Icon variant. I had another Icon. I forgot which one it was. Also had the AGV K6, which I still have all these helmets actually, and I've had a Rock as well. So maybe that's why it seems louder to me, because I've been riding in some of those other helmets, and maybe some of those are a little bit more quiet. The helmet's fine when you're under like 50, but when you get up to like 55, 60, any of them, it sounds like you're riding with like no helmet, or like you hanging your head out the window or something. But luckily I got my music playing and it's really close to my ears, so I don't hear the wind as much. And I've been riding in this helmet. I've rode in this helmet so far probably about a good 4 times. So maybe five times. So I'm getting a little bit accustomed to it. But the look, I mean, look at that. The look of this helmet is undeniable. It's all the way Dynabro. I do look kind of like a bobblehead, but I mean, I got a big ass head anyway, so it does not disturb me. I do wish Simpson would redesign their Ghost and come out with one that might be just a pinch more aerodynamic and a little bit quieter. Now this one, it does not buffet when I'm going at high speeds. I don't feel any buffeting or anything like that, so I guess it is kind of aerodynamic for this seating position, but it's just loud as hell. All right, so right now when I'm at 60, I'm definitely hearing the helmet, but my exhaust is kind of loud too, so it kind of just sounds like I'm riding without a helmet. And it's really lightweight too, so that's nice. It does feel light, which is weird It feels as light, if not lighter, than my AGV K6, which is supposed to be one of the lightest helmets on the market. And this one is way larger than the AGV. But this is the new main helmet. I still will be using my AGV as well, but for the most part, I'm gonna be rocking the Simpson. So let me know what y'all think. If you think I should have went with a different helmet, let me know which one I should have went with. I know some people hate the Simpsons. I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of people down there talking about grab a Shoei. I've never had a Shoei. Maybe I'll try one day. I just don't like the look of the Shoeis. And like, as long as the helmet is ECE and is gonna protect me, I'm good with it. Is because I'm all about the style of the helmet. Like I want it to look a certain way. Because when it comes to doing YouTube and, you know, motovlogging and all this, I take myself as an emblem. Like, this is me. You see these right here? This is me. I'm like an emblem at this point, like a little bobblehead doll or something. So I want my helmets to look unique as well as look good. Shoei helmets, some of them look really nice, but it's just not my style preference. I prefer this. I like the AGV. I love the new Rock, but had bad experience with previous Rocks. I'm not sure if I'm ready to give him another shot. But make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below. If you got any questions on my setup, let me know. I'll try to answer, try to accommodate. Not the best at filming setting up my helmet because it's a lot going on with that. But I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. I'm about to turn my music back up so I don't have to hear all this wind. And I'm gonna cruise a little bit to the house before it starts raining. Deuces, love y'all.